new mic connector. Obviously, this, when you're using the Rogue Go, this is the lead that you use. That's clear, isn't it? That camera, it's good. And then you put this on the iPhone. You put this into one of these, like that. That goes in the lightning port at the bottom. Let's pull that down a bit. It's not really working for me. That goes into the Rogue Go. On the side of it, I've got the Rogue Go 1 kit. And you put the actual microphone for the Rogue Go in here, and then you get the other piece, which is the transmitter. That works all right until you've got a USB-C connection. So what I did, I bought this one here. Hello, John, how you doing, mate? I bought this one here. Where's that camera gone? So that goes in the bottom of the phone. Then this fits into there. Well, not that end, actually. How you doing? All right, John. I've just come on here to talk to myself for a while. Now you. Obviously, that works the same way. That goes into there, that goes into there. Well, I listened to that live stream I did yesterday. I listened back to it. And to be honest, the sound was awful. So I bought a lead off Amazon, which is it's in black. But it looks like that. I'll put a link in the description at the bottom of this video. Yeah, I'm just buying stuff. You're all right. And the other end's got a USB-C on, so that fits in there, and then that end fits into the Rogue Go. So I put it on, and I listened back, and I could hear some pulsating on it. So I think what it was, I'd got this piece. I don't know if I'll be able to show you it. This is a transmitter. I'd actually got it connected up to the back or clicked onto the back of the phone, and you could hear it pulsating. So I think the phone was interfering with it. So I've listened back to it now. I'm just going to be quiet, John, see if you can hear any noise in the background, because it's not, obviously I could send this back if it's no good and try something else. But I could hear like and it's quite annoying, really. Whereas yesterday the audio with this was quite distorted, but this was only £3.99. And when I looked, it said basically it's a headphone socket. It's not actually made for microphones. But I think you can get into about 25 quid for the proper lead. So I thought I'd go for the £9.90, because good thing with Amazon, 100%. You're not the first person to say that. I am actually his brother. I'm his twin brother. Hello, Claire. How are you doing? Claire Manley. How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, I am actually Dana White's brother. Yo-ho. How are we doing? I'm a kid on your mum's phone, so you'd better not really be here, because it's not really made for children. So if you could pop away, it'd be good. You're not going to see anything on here you're not supposed to. Hello, sweet, beautiful boy. Boy. Hello, Alexis. You're not really supposed to be here, though. It's only really, it's set for 18, so you won't see anything that's untoward on here anyway. But Jalen Burns, how you doing? Nice to see you. All of a sudden, 27 people. Reverse your cam next time you go live so we can see the kick-ass background. Is it actually, yeah, I'd probably miss me. Yeah, this is actually my computer room. I do it properly. Is this show about crashing out? Crashing out? I don't know what you mean. Depends how old you are. You're not going to hear anything untoward on here. There'll be nothing, nobody will be bothering you or anything like that. You're not going to do any swearing. You're not going to do anything. Just, if you want to sit there, sit there. But if anybody's rude, then you'll have to leave. If anybody's rude to you, you'll have to leave. Only stupid people can't read backwards. Say OJI is noob. I don't know what that means. OG is noob. OG is noob. Are you a noob? OG? Patrick It. Good evening to you. Well, good day to you. It's actually the evening here now. It's about 5:48 in the evening in the UK. I'm very good, thank you, Ethan. How are you, buddy? OJ Moosey Vlogs. The only trouble is with this, I don't think I can actually... no, I can pin your message. I can report you, which I'm not going to do, obviously. Oh, no, it does. It says channel activity. Or is that channel activity on here? I can't. In the good old days, you used to just click on it and you could actually follow the person back. But now you have to wait while the end of it and wait while the chat uploads. Why would you want to read backwards? I like the background. Yeah. Please don't argue. It does look better backwards. I normally go live on a stream cam, so it all looks as it is, as it should do, should I say. But it's all set up for the other YouTube channel that I used to have. Not really this one. Very hard to understand your English. Where are you from? I'm from Lincolnshire, Russ. So I'm basically down in the north of the Midlands. No, he said whereabouts. Where are you from? Yeah, I'm from the UK. I think I speak perfect English. People are very quick to stick up for me, aren't they? I suppose it's the same as anything. I mean, if you go to Spain, they've got regional accents as well, and it depending. If you learn Spain in the south, learn Spanish in the south of Spain, and then go over to the north of Spain, they struggle to understand you. Hello, Graham. How you doing, buddy? Graham with an A. No, Graham. I can't remember what we used to say about you, Graham. Graham without an H. That's right. Can't believe your granddad colonised half of the planet. I know, I can't believe it either. Not my granddad, really. He fought in World War II. Fought fascism and liberated Jewish people that were being oppressed. That's exactly what he did. He was on the beach in Dunkirk. That's exactly what my granddad did. I think you're on about my great-great-grandfather. Yeah, just like in the USA. Thank you very much, RSR925 Moto. It actually gave him a mental illness. So he was quite a violent, angry man when he got back. I'm not saying he fought the Nazis. That's who he fought. They're different people now, aren't they? He actually died in the Chelsea pensioners' home in London, which is, if you see them on the telly, they're the ones with the three-cornered hat and the red uniform. Yeah, I'd imagine it was. Yeah, they were very well organised. They knew exactly what they were doing. Well, if he'd still been alive now, he'd have been 120. Some people are just they go, don't they? He went through. He was on the beach of Dunkirk, and they bombed them for however long. They would just bomb the beaches, and they were there, and they could never actually tell you about what he'd seen because he just used to burst into tears. You don't realise. Tamnoy, how are you doing? My grandfather fought in World War One. Wow. Yeah. So it was very difficult to deal with my grandfather because he'd got PTSD, basically. That's what they would call it now. They didn't call it that back in the day, but that's what they would call it now. Japanese versus German shot soldiers. I don't know. You're losing me now. Welcome, Tanmoy. Let's do it right. Tanmoy. Is that good? Tanmoy Saka. I'm from India. Welcome. Welcome for coming in. So this is just a small channel. It's not actually my first rodeo, so I've got other channels with quite a few subscribers on. But if you'd like to be part of this is one where I started about 5 months ago, and it's called Walking with Mick, because that's basically what I do. I'll go for a walk, film the things I do, then I upload it onto this channel. I've just got myself a Samsung S22, so I've got a couple of phones that I can go live on while I'm walking about, because people seem to like to watch lives. My great-grandfather fought in the Civil War. My great-great-grandfather was Chief Joseph McIntosh of the Creek tribe. Wow. Let me have a look. Anyone who doesn't know what happened in Dunkirk needs to do some reading. Truly an extraordinary story. Yeah, I've seen about it, but I say no. You don't. I'm talking about personally. You don't know what these people went through, and a lot of them were probably only 19, 20 years old, and they saw things that would give you nightmares nowadays. Hello, Sharpie. How you doing, buddy? I can't see your profile picture, so I'm going to have to see what it is. Is it to do with football? Is it to do with football? You can't see it, they're too small, any. Loco freestyle, slapped you on the back, I meant to say. What does that mean? Flight Tales, how are you? Nice to see you. You do get a lot of people in if you go live with your phone in the that mode, which I can never remember the name of. That's horizontal, so that must be, is that vertical? I can't remember what they actually call it, but if you do, yes, ball kickers. All right, exactly. I don't know anything about football, so you can probably tell. Is it a Scottish team? Is it Scottish? Ball kickers. What's his channel about, mate? It's I say, if you look on the thing, it just says Walking with Mick, and if you look back through the videos, that's basically what I do. About what are we on now? 4, 5, 6 months ago, packed up with a beer, just went for a walk. It's not about talking about stopping drinking or anything like that. There's no, nobody's going to preach or anything like that. It's just I took a bit of a not fitness. I actually went to the portrait mode is vertical. Right, portrait. Thank you very much, Dana. Is that how you pronounce that? I went to the doctors for my medical, and blood pressure was sky high. They gave me some tablets, and on it said you need to regulate your drinking. Well, I'd never been very good at regulating my drinking, so I stopped completely. I hadn't had a drink since the 12th of November. And I thought, well, I need to do something other than have a beer. So I decided to start going for a walk. So I bought one of these, which is a Osmo Pocket 3. These are cracking tool. Gimbal camera. And I bought a drone as well later on. Not many weeks after. Let's turn it off. And I just started going out and vlogging what I do. And we've gone from 0 subscribers to 160 now, I think. We lost 2 yesterday. I don't know what I did wrong yesterday. Somebody must have not liked me. And I think we've got 100 videos up now. Well, yeah, it seems to be working for me now. You love these lives. Wait while you come and meet me, John. You'll be sick of me talking. I'll never stop. What's my contact? What do you mean for email? It's walkingwithmick@gmail.com. Good quality cayenne pepper is miraculous for blood pressure. Is it really? I didn't know that. Well, mine's gone down. It was just short of 200 over 105, I think, and I've got it down to pretty standard. What's this here? YouTube what? YouTube team. Oh, we've got one of them, haven't we? Is that like the ones that turn up on TikTok saying we're just about to end your life? There's not been any foul language on this channel, so I'm assured you. I can assure you. So carry on. I would love to come visit you. I'm quite a talker myself. Yeah, I drive a cab for a living, so I think it's just been part of the thing for the last 30 years. I can strike up a conversation about anything. Noob. Marvin's a noob. Steezy Clutch, hello, how you doing? Which books do I read? Since I stopped smoking in 2016, I think I've only ever read one book, but I'm never a massive book reader. And I went on holiday once and I was a little bit fed up for something to do. And I just started reading books. And I used to, Inspector Rebus. I've read 99.9% of them. And that type of thing to do, sort of police style investigation books. I've read loads of them. And I used to read book after book after book. Can I shout Keith Gamer 2024 out, please? Of course I can. Nice background. That's took a while to build up, that. Obviously, there's some vaping devices in there, because that was the other channel that I did. The ones to the left is a famous photograph from the miners' strike, which shows you where... you'll see it better if I go live on the other thing. Talking with Mick. What's it? Walking and talking with Mick. Love your videos. Goat edits. Why do people with bad breath always want to whisper in secrets? You win the internet for today. Thank you. Walking with Mick, I've been intrigued by the presence of those signs adorning the walls throughout the stream. They stand out, unique elements in the backdrop. That was the idea. That was the idea. Obviously, it was a vape channel before, so you've got all sorts of different liquids and things that I've saved up over the time. Obviously, that's not a thing now really on YouTube. They don't like it anymore. So they demonetised me in November. So I thought I'd better go out and find something else to do. And it just fitted in right with this. So there's just different signs up there. The on-air one, if you actually switch that on, it blurs the camera. So that's why that's not switched on. And then there's a caravan there, which is on another car. There's all sorts of different things. Oil up Big Daddy. I swallow. Oil up Big Daddy. What do you do for a living? I drive a cab for a living. Drive a taxi. R.I.P. the old channel. Yeah, it's still there. I put it back on. John Froneman, rumours of Elvis Presley live at Memphis. I believe it. I believe it, mate. I absolutely believe it. Can you do the plunger on your head thing? I haven't tried it, but wait while we get monetised. I'll do anything for money. Anybody ever missed? Yeah, I drive a cab for a living, and I fully agree with you about the people with bad breath. Why do they always want to talk more? Especially when they're like that, and they talk to you, and you're like, oh no. I've got a bit of a thing about bad breath. It makes me want to throw up. How's Bill getting on? He's still about, mate. He doesn't. He's 70 now. He's had. He just plays golf all the time. He was starting to get anything for money. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't do anything for money. Well, I drive a cab for a living for money. I've spent most of the last 3 days on the phone to people. I had an accident the other day. A guy ran into me on a motorbike. It's been good. Yeah, no stupid people, Tan Moy. The biggest stupid person's talking to you at the minute. Yeah, I had an accident. A guy ran into me on a motorbike. He was 80 years old and took this big scratch down the side and damaged the front wing and all sorts of stuff going on. And so we're organising for it to go in to get fixed, and that has been a bit of a thing. I didn't realise how many phone calls you had to make, and there's just never stopped ringing up. Do I polish my head only on a Friday because that's the day I like to look smart? There's a name. The name is usually Harry or I've got the window down. I've got the nose just up near the thing. Thinking we actually had a guy, and obviously I can't tell us. Oh, South Africa. You're from South Africa, Durban Online. All right. Hello, how you doing? I had an auntie that lived in South Africa, and she moved to Australia. Sadly, she's no longer with us. I hope you realise. Hang on, there we go. I hope you realise the weird comments. They are probably Indians. I like Indian people. I like everybody, to be really honest. I have white powder on my nose. I definitely do not have white powder on my nose. Definitely do not. I might have a vape bogey, but I definitely ain't got any white powder on my nose because I've never took anything like that in my life. Indian food is top tier. I love Indians as well. They really know how to. They're not frightened, are they? I love Indian people. I've got friends of all ethnicities, and I don't care. But good people are good people. Graham is Indian. Don't think Graham is an Indian. Do you like to talk to passengers while you drive? I do. I give them 3 chances. They get in, they go hello. If they go then they go having a good day. If they go that's it, done. But if they talk back to me, I'll chat to them all the way home. Team U, you know of it. Yeah, we have. I bought a few bits off Temu for my other channel to review because I was looking for some cheap stuff to do, and there's some cracking stuff off Temu. There's some junk as well, but there's some cracking stuff. Can you let me have a look. What was that about Indian? You can smell Indians before you see them. Indian people, if they eat spicy food, you can smell it coming out the skin, especially on a warm day. Your cousins are Indian, bless you. But you only got to eat a good strong curry yourself, and the next morning when you get up, you've got a glow on, and you still have. Pro Seer Group Academy, how you doing? Nice to see you. Your cousins are Indian. Sir, please visit my country on my home. I can't really see it happen. You've got cowboy boots. Over 200 rand. What, you're selling them, or is that what you do? I've got size 14 UK feet, so there'd be a fair old pair of cowboy boots if they had the pointy toes, wouldn't they? They'd be about 1.5 long. Look like clown shoes on me. Oh, you bought them? Are you telling us that you're a Richmond? I don't know what a rand. I don't know what the exchange rate is from rand to UK pounds. Ah, right. You don't make the cowboy boots. I see. First time I went to Florida, they had a country wear shop in one of the malls. And I thought, I am going to finally buy myself a good pair of cowboy boots, but they didn't have anything big enough. You're from Syria. Whereabouts are you? Dominion Digital. I'm in the UK. I'm actually in England. About in the middle. So 30 miles off the East Coast. Welcome. Let's be nice to Graham. There you go. Graham is now a standard moderator. We've only got a couple on it. There's only Bill and Mike, I think. You got Indian jackets. Oh, from Temu. Sorry, I finally understood it now. Sorry. They sell drones and that on there, but a lot of people said that they're not really that good. If money was no issue, what car would I make? Catch you later, Steezy Clutch. Nice to speak to you. Thanks for coming in. A big Merc, I think, to be honest. I've got to the age now where I wouldn't really fit in a Ferrari. I've never really been that interested in Ferraris anyway. I'd like something with a big engine. I look 30. I'm 58. It'd be a rough 30 years if you look like this. I've had a couple of Mercs. Years ago, I had a C-Class. But it was the AMG one as well. It was about 4 or 5 years old. I've had a big Audi. I had a Volvo T5. I had a Audi A6. What else did I have? I think that was it then. And I've had sort of brand new cabs for ages. Fibromyalgia, my mum's got that. Over here they used to call it yuppie flu and then not really believe that it was anything. It's like ME, isn't it? It makes people very, very poorly. And my mum's fingers just swell up and give them masses of pain and then just go back down again. So you have my deepest sympathy. You are a wonderful person and friend. Night, sir, it's 7:06 at night here. Yeah, well, so you're only a couple of hours in front of us then. No, an hour. You're just an hour ahead. We're 6:07. I got out of work early the other day. I saw a guy running nude down the street from my house. I asked him, hey, what's going on there, buddy? He says, you got out of work early. I always wanted a C63 AMG. There used to be loads of them about around here because they were the right sort of money for top managers to buy on the company car thing. I know a few people that had them. I've always liked them. I just love them. And one of my dream cars, really, to be honest, I don't know why. I said Merc. One of my dream cars would be I don't know if you can still get them, the Audi A6 RS. The one like they had in Layer Cake. Where did I get what? Nice. No, it was actually from Mablethorpe. I'm sure if you Google it, just put no stupid people and then put sign. If you're in the UK, I don't know where you are, Nick. But I bought it in a little shop. It was about 22, 23 quid, something like that. And it's always been we've always had a bit of a sense of humour just for a laugh. So we put it on. RS6, yeah. In blue. It's got to be in blue or that green, grey that they do. Blacked out Range Rover. No, they break down all the time. Yeah, I bet you'll find them on Amazon. It's only a piece of wood. It's actually made out of wood. And I don't know if it's carved or what. It's probably just stuck on. But it looks like it's carved wood, and then they painted on the top of the wood, painted it black. But where's that? This here, can you see? Oh, you can't see it on here. I've got one here that says VIP area only, or VIP area only, and that came from the garage at the place where they filmed Dartbeat. Give you an advice for life. Be nice to everybody. Never start smoking because it'll be a hell of a job to stop. And don't worry too much. Life's too short anyway. 1100 brake horsepower Area 6, absolute nuts. Have you seen that one of Matt Armstrong's? That's a beast, isn't it? Do you watch Matt Armstrong, Graham? Guru, the New Death. Is there anything you regretted in your life? Never regret anything. If you do, it'll eat you alive, and you can't change it, so what's the point? Matt Armstrong just bought a R8 for Liam, hasn't he? His mate Liam. We need to get you going on these lives, John. Get your confidence up a bit. Get you shouting down that microphone. That's what we'll do when we get walking. By the time you finish, you'll be a fully fledged YouTuber. Tell us how you see life as a grandpa. It's difficult, really, to be honest, especially at the minute. As a grandpa, really, the thing is with grandkids, you only get back what you put in. If they're pleased to see you, it's because you've been really nice to them. You don't get anywhere. With your own children, they've got no choice but to live with you. But if your grandkids actually want to come to your house and stay there, you must be doing something right. If you had a genie, what would your second wish be? I don't know. My first wish would be to obviously make my daughter better. I'll make both kids better. It's a shame. No more free joke. Have a good day. You're more than welcome, Loco. Nice to see you, buddy. I'm presuming it's a... I just keep saying buddy because you ain't looking back at how you talk. Change the way you talk then. When I first started cab driving, they said I spoke really quick. And one thing that's been good with going in Zooms with American people, if we actually talk in our own lingo, and throw it out there really quick, they can't understand what we're saying. So you tend to slow it down so people can hear what you're saying. And eventually I actually got to talk like this in real life. I was telling somebody one day in the cab, I said, I'll do a bit of YouTube. She said, I can tell. So how can you tell? She said, I'd listen to your story. She said, you have a nice smile. Yeah, stay smiling. It's the only way. Whatever life throws at you, just keep smiling. Now, let's have a look. Let's see if we can do this one. I don't know what the hyphen on the top of the Z is, or the Z if you're American. Zeljko R. How you doing? Just be a jerk. My second wish would be... All right. It's up to you. It's up to you. I don't know enough about Syria, to be honest, to have an opinion. And the only problem is if you watch news over here, you'll get somebody else's opinion, not actual facts. So you could probably tell me about it, and then somebody else would tell me about it, and depending, it would be completely different. I'd say I just think that it doesn't seem to matter. I mean, people have been having wars and fighting since time immemorial, and we're all supposed to be really brainy nowadays and know all about stuff, and yet we still do it. So I've got any pets? I've got a cat called Jeff. I've never tried Lebanese food. I definitely... Is it cooked meat? Silly boy, how you doing? You feel sad about it? I think I've seen you before, silly boy. Unless it was somebody else. Anyway, if you could, if you're enjoying yourself, like I am, if you want to just hit that subscribe button, it's very difficult to get smaller channels off the floor at the minute. So if you could help me out, be good. I'm very good, thank you. So the only problem we have is if you play water polo. Ethan Aitken, you play water polo. Nice. Not tried that myself. I do enjoy swimming, but I don't do it very often. It's more of a bit of a float about nowadays. I'm new to the channel. What's wrong with your daughters? My daughter's got stage 4 cancer. My son's got a mental health problem, but we don't need to sit and talk about that because this is really why I do it. Gets your brain going, doesn't it? Life in Syria as a 16-year-old is very hard, but it's improving. Before the Assad falls, it was like impossible to live, like a real human. Really? Now, I went to Egypt, and first time I ever went, we did the Nile cruise, and then we got off, and then we went to Sharm el Sheikh, and the people in Egypt were very oppressed. And then they had the Arab Spring, didn't they? So I haven't really been back since. We went a few times, and then we haven't been back because somebody blew one of the aeroplanes up, so I didn't feel like wanting to go. Yeah, but I think that was before 2011. What was that in Egypt, you mean? I think you're right. I think it definitely was. So it must be that long since we actually went. So we went to... you was in Egypt in 22. What's it like there now? Is it good? I mean, it's a beautiful place. We got off the boat every day and did the... we did the... temples. Old man brain. Yeah, we did the temples and stopped at the side of the Nile, looked at the crocodile, the 3,000-year-old crocodile. Is it 2,000 euro? Come back up. Last one we did would have been Luxor Temple, and we got off the boat the next day, stayed in the Hotel Mercure, got up the next morning, flew on an hot air balloon over the top. Later on in the day, we got on the aeroplane and went to Sharm for a week. Completely different sort of thing, obviously. But what a beautiful place. At the time we went to Sharm, we were in the Hotel Sharm Dreams, Hilton Sharm Dreams, and it was the last one on that particular strip. You walked up to the dual carriageway, and you could walk across it, no problem. The next time we went, there was another 20 hotels at the side of the one we were into, and you had to wait 20 minutes to walk across the road. A camel chased my mate in Egypt. Yeah, they are quite funny. Are you doing any podcasts in the future, Mick? I've done a few on my other channel. I've got my other microphone that I've got here is the Shure SM7B, and it's a pretty good. It goes into a Rodecaster Duo as well. But the only problem is, I don't know if you've noticed, I don't know whether it's too many years drinking, but every now and again I'll forget words. The odd word just disappears. And just having, to go back and do that over and over again because you can't get it right, it would be a right pain. We were in Egypt, and there was a guy one day who wanted to swap my wife for camels. And at the time, I think we just had a little bit of a tiff, shall we say. I suggested that would be a good idea, and then he didn't want to. What are my interests? YouTube. And creating content, making people laugh, being nice to people. Sometimes I'm too nice to people. I definitely think I am. Definitely. Sometimes I'm too nice to people. I don't want to say they take advantage, but they just get fed up with me being nice. Over 700k lives took in the war, like your cousin died. Bloody hell. Yeah, that's right. I've always said that wars are created by rich men to kill poor men's children. Now, let's have a look. We've got to go back to this one. Sorry, mate. I have a son that struggles with mental health too. It's extremely frustrating and emotionally taxing at times. Yeah, my son started with drugs, and in the end it wrecked his mental health. Basically shot himself through with fet and coke and stuff like that. So he's... we don't see him very often. We pop him Christmas and birthday. He texts a lot of religious stuff to my wife every day. I actually blocked him off. Not because I don't want to speak to him, I just can't be putting up with it. 2 augers in my coffee, Mick. 2 sugars in my coffee, Mick, when I come one day. Yeah, welcome in every time, John. But I'm only on catch him in is the thing. We've just been to... my mother-in-law is buried at Barrow and Humber. So we go there, and we go across the Humber Bridge to Papa's at Willoughby and have dinner. And neither me or my wife take sugar. So what we do when they bring sugar with the tea is we always put the sugar in her handbag. So we've actually got a little pot full of sugar things because she would never buy any because neither of us take it. So it would be pointless to just go off. Favourite food? It's a hard one, that, isn't it, really? Spaghetti is one of my favourite meals. Spaghetti bolognese. I love Turkish style food like grilled meat, and pita breads and stuff like that. I love curry, the usual stuff. I mean, obviously over here we fry potatoes and call them chips, and I love them. The odd burger here and there. I've never, yeah, Italian. Yeah, I've not had a lot of Italian. I love seafood. I love squid and octopus and that type of thing. But Turkish food, I found that fantastic. Those Turkish mixed grills that they do when you're in Turkey are beautiful. But again, I ain't. I like seafood. It's beautiful. I really do like squid and octopus. I think octopus is probably my favourite. Is it pulpo de Galicia, which is basically octopus fried in olive oil. It's gorgeous. Calamari chewy. Not if it's fresh. If it's really fresh and cooked right, it should be pretty. It should be pretty easy to bite through. If it's really chewy, it's either a little bit older than it should. No, I don't mean it's rotten or anything like that, but it's not as fresh as it should be, or it could be. And I suppose sometimes they batter it and deep fry it. So if it's gone in a bit hot, something like that. But the normal stuff should be really good. What is no stupid people? Gwyn Icon says no stupid people. I never actually thought of that. When you go, I think when you go live on the computer, you turn the thing around because I use OBS and it shows it up. But no stupid people. I've heard a lot of people say that. I guess I've just never had a good experience eating it. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I've had some bad ones. I mean, we used to go to the same restaurant in a place called La Herradura in southern Spain. And we thought there's very, very few people. If you used to order your dinner really quickly in English, chances are you get something you didn't order because they didn't understand it, which is fair play to them as well. You should be able to speak Spanish. But last time we went back to that restaurant, it wasn't very good at all. The traders, it was like, they weren't interested after COVID, so we didn't bother going back. We went in a different one and they were just as rude. So we didn't bother anymore with that. I had Makluba with a Palestinian family. I don't know what that is. I only had restaurant Shami Levantine food, shawarma. Oh, nice. Lovely. Have I ever had Malfouf? No, I haven't, no. Shami food is really good. You as an old gentleman, I have too much worry about having money and have a family. Can you give me an advice? No. What qualifies me to give you advice on life? Kiss your wife a lot. Tell her you love her. Someday you'll need that strong bond. And don't be nasty. I don't mind stupid people. It's rude people that I can't stand. Stupid people can't really help it, can they? Unless they're just being stupid. They're not actually stupid. They're just being stupid. I sound like I'm well studied. Only in the University of Life. Kiss your wife, that's it. You don't have one? Well, wait while you get one. Here's a bit of Department of Work and Pensions advise. Obviously pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. Pay as much tax as what you possibly can. As much. Absolutely as much as you possibly can. Pay more than anybody else. Because why should you have any money when everybody else can have it? Tried to kiss the wife once she woke up and slapped you. Excellent news. And I always buy a big tea mug because it saves you going back there. YouTube IT, beginning of May 1st, a monthly... Oh, I know, there's some more crap from these. Beginning of May, a monthly fee of $79.99 plus tax will be applied to all YouTube accounts. Thank you for your understanding. I fully understand. Google deserve to have as much money as possible, and hopefully they'll pay tax on it. I've already got YouTube Premium. If you go on Amazon, Graham, I think it's 24 ounce. 24 ounce. It wasn't cheap, but it depends, doesn't it? I bought one back from Florida, and I kept it 10 years. And then one day I noticed the handle had cracked, so I threw it away because I didn't want to end up with and my knees full of red hot tea. I don't know if it's 24 or 22 ounce. I've got a steel one as well because now I don't drink. I just sit with the wife and at night when we sat watching telly, which is only one night a week, which I'm going to have to go in a minute because it is now 6:24 and she'll be worried with me. Message deleted by Graham. Graham's working. That's true. Kiss your wife. When the physical romance starts to burn out, the relationship dies down a lot. No, I don't think so. I had to boot one yesterday because he was being rude. But I don't boot them very often. Yeah, catch you later, John. I'm going to have to go in again and say, because I've been here for 41 minutes. And my wife's downstairs. I actually came up here to make a phone call because it was quiet. I was organising this hire taxi for when mine goes in. Can you move in with me? Vinny, Philly? Well, I don't know. Where do you live? What's your favourite food? Are you looking for accommodation? In Philadelphia. Oh, that's where Vinny Philly Cost is. I'm in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in America, yeah. I've done America. There you go then. You come, straight away. I've done Florida 4 times, and I've been to Chicago, and I've been to Vegas. My daughter got married in Vegas. I'd like to go fishing with me. I haven't been fishing for a lot of years. I used to enjoy that. I think if I retired, I might have a go at that. I'd do another channel, said Fishing with Mick. You'd love a fresh start. As someone from the Anglosphere, do you have any opinions about Southern Europe? No, not really. I don't. I'm fast approaching 60, and I think what I think is there doesn't seem to be anything you can do to change anything, because whatever they want to do, they seem to do, and you get, in the end, you get a little bit tired of trying. To be honest, whatever, it never seems to benefit. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said we've got to realise in life is the rich people need the poor people to work for them. We like the workarounds, and they'll never let you get ahead. They'll never let you get more than them. The only way you can actually get more than them is by winning the lottery, and your chances of that are very slim. So they never actually let you get ahead. I was wondering if there is that cultural schism. I don't know what you mean. Are you meaning with the? I mean, you do hear horror stories from people that have moved there and have different ideas to what the people that live there have, and then decide to commit atrocities in the name of somebody they've never met. My grandpa is bigger than you, about 6 years. Do you mean older than me? Yeah, I think if you move to a country, if I moved to Spain, I wouldn't expect them to build I'm not religious anyway, but if I was religious, if I went there, I wouldn't expect them to build a church. You have to do whatever fits in the country. It's not bad. You're doing better than my Syrian. But the problem is, I do firmly believe in the UK that sometimes that other people's interests are taken over the people that actually lived here. I mean, if you want to come into the UK and offer something, you should turn up on an aeroplane. It just seems a bit strange how a lot of people that are seeking asylum just happen to be male in their 30s. And people ask questions. Is it an army turning up? Is it somebody what's coming here just for free? You don't know what these people have been through. That's all right to a point, but there comes to a point where you haven't got enough to give around, and then you see atrocities like that. Is that, you know, the problem you have is you're looking at different news things. They'll turn up on an aeroplane, bring what you've got, have a go. It's a boiled egg with glasses. Paul Smith with 2 Fs. It is worrying, yeah. It's a boiled egg with glasses. I've never heard that before. Nobody's ever mentioned the fact that I ain't got any hair. Nobody's mentioned it. You're the first. Love speaking with old people. Listen to this, Graham. I've got a I've got a bit of a dry throat today, and every time I take a sip of that, I've got the urge to go. I don't want to cough a load of stuff up while I'm in microphone. Right, I suppose we better go. I've been on here 45 minutes now, and I'll just chat forever. And I've got to. I haven't got to. I'm going to go down and entertain my wife for the evening. What to do for a living? I drive a taxi. I'm a taxi driver. When I'm not getting smashed up. Yeah, nice to see you, Graham. Nice for you to be there. Anyway, I say if anybody's interested, just click the old subscribe button, and because I don't, I do a few lives on there. I've actually done 2 in 2 days, which has been quite amazing, and people are starting to watch it, which is always a bonus. Because I say it is a bit difficult to get smaller channels to actually grow. There's a lot of people just watch the big channels, or as we're getting to that time of year where it gets warmer, so you do actually get 168. Oh, we have gone up then. Oh, we're doing all right then. We were on 160 when I started, so it does actually work, doesn't it? Yeah, got to go. Silly boy, nice to see you. You got to go play. I got to go. Buddy that loves to play poker, and he's meaning to play the Irish. Oh, nice. Oh, you've got. No, sorry. I've got a buddy that loves to play poker. He's been meaning to play the Irish Open tournament. I don't know. I don't know anything about poker, to be honest. I used to enjoy. Christ, what do they call it? I'm going out of my head. Run out of money, can't afford to pay anymore. Roulette. I used to love playing roulette. How was life when I was young? Probably a bit more simpler than what it is now. You didn't have a mobile phone to worry about. There was no social media bullying. You just had to put up with a big guy at school punching you in the head. Was it a simpler place? I don't know. I think when I was young, it was just starting to get going after the World War II. Really, the last AI is crazy. The people had just sort of finished with rationing. The generation before me, so they knew what it was like to be hungry. So we had an abundance of food. My mum used to cook and cook and cook, and because she was, when she was a child, there was no food, so she decided that we were never going to be hungry. And to a point, it worked out until I stopped walking about and started driving for a living, and all of a sudden I went wider and wider, wider and wider. I'm used to that other camera, which you can see everything on. Would I return to being young now? If I could turn back the clock a few years and do something different with my daughter and my son, I wouldn't mind doing that. But you can't, can you? With the technological advancements, you won't know what is authentic or not with it. But it is the same now, isn't it? I've downloaded a few songs, and there's only certain words that AI can't speak at the minute. I can't remember the name of the song, but it's instead of saying live, it says live. But so you can tell it's actually an AI song. And my son's 37. My daughter's 42 and my son's 37. It'll be 38 in September. And my daughter was 42 last week. We started having kids pretty young. We stopped at 2, though. We didn't have another 10 or anything like that. Just stopped at 2. Replaced ourselves, and then that was it. Right, got to go. One more. I'll just go on to this one. Yeah, I know a guy that makes a living of just uploading lots of AI generated music to Spotify and gets royalties. That's exactly right. And if you look on TikTok, a lot of the stuff what comes up on there, because I always click on there, and then it comes up on my Deezer, and there's quite a few of them on there. But it was that particular song, they used to use about 15 seconds of it, but when you get listening to the rest of it, in real terms, you can tell it's AI because it keeps saying live. I can't live without you instead of live without you. It's near enough though if you make a living of it, isn't it? Really? Who's retracting messages? Solid Deo Gloria 22. Nice stream. See you again. Yeah, hopefully we will do. Catch you next time because I'll sit here all bloody night. Right. Ciao.